What's going on, Matt? Come back from yesterday?
Hey
We're,
guys, yeah, we're call 101.
oh,
Hey guys, 101.
we're in the shopping cart simulator. We're playing shopping cart simulator. How are you, my friend? Let me see. That's fine. Graham.
Fast coordinator, please check the application. 101.
Shopping cart simulator. All right. Let's see. What are we gonna get here? Graham crackers. Damn. Okay, let's see. Oh, sorry. Oh, you know what I need to do? Let's see if I can just hold on 1 second, Mehmet. Hold on 1 second. Let's see if it's working. Share. Oh, 1 second. There we go. Okay. My bad. All right, there we go. All right. Let's go get some beer. Water going. Might as well stream my whole life. You know what I mean? Make it happen. Hey Trish, welcome shopping with me. Alright, let's see. Alright, we gotta get some beer. Beer, there we go. What up, KK? I thought you were what? My high school substitute teacher? What school did you go to? Glen Burnie Senior High? I can't believe it's not butter. All right, let's pick up some I can't believe it's not butter. All right, first we need some beer for the party. 30, 12, 15. 12, 16. Where's bottles at? Wow, they don't have 20 packs of bottles, it doesn't look like. Alright, I'll start go somewhere else. Welcome to the shopping simulator. Put it in another quarter. What's up, Clarissa? Bro, how old are you, brother of energy? I'm 49. January 10th, 1977. I got coffee. And then I got milk for my coffee. And I've got graham crackers, cinnamon. Yeah, I'm not playing around here. I don't play around. What up, TWC? Why do we not have bottled beer? We might have to go to another store. That's great. Okay. All right. Oh man, I'm about to puke. I'm in a cart now, Rich. What up, doorknob? Shopping cart simulator. Quarters, 30. Why don't they have 20 packs? Alright, we'll stop. We'll go somewhere else. salt, I've got sea salt. I've probably got about 20 pounds, probably more than 20 pounds of sea salt in my house. I collect a lot of it. It's my favorite thing to do. All right, let's go. We gotta swap stores to get some beer. You're welcome. System process. Everything's AI.
Remember to take your receipt.
There we go. Cheese and seasoning. I've got lots of cheese and seasoning. Big ass American product. That's right. You can't get big ass American. What is it? Let's see what's overall. This is called Kroger's. Kroger, KRO. There it is. I shouldn't be wearing short sleeves. Glasses ejector. Okay. All right. Okay. Start vehicle. Movie magic. All right, let's see. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? And do something funny? I always do. Big ass American products. No AI is gonna take our jobs. No way. Yeah, this is Kroger's. Yes, it's windy, Magic Mama. What up, Taz? How are you? Dinglehopper. I am a dedicated streamer. I am. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Dingle. Thank you, thank you. New camera angle. Yeah, this isn't from the studio. This is from my phone, and it's windy as all get out. It's 50 degrees Fahrenheit. It's 50 degrees Fahrenheit right now, and windy as all get out. Woo! All right, where's my phone adapter? We'll drive somewhere. One day closer to the rapture. What's up, Brad? Ain't that the truth? One day closer. Better be ready. Get prayed up and stayed up, people. Okay. Oops. There we go. All right. There we go. All right. Don't forget, hit the like button and wish me a safe journey. Okay, I'm not going to be reading the chat. And I don't have my chat to speech on, so give me a couple minutes to get to the next location. I'll think of something funny. I'm going to another grocery store, super brother. What up, Daniel LaRoche? All right. going to go to the farmer's market, actually. We're going to go, so I don't like drinking regular milk. I drink cow's milk, and we have to go to the farmer's market to get it. So for baking and stuff, I use store milk, but I get milk that's like how you guys would get it in India, straight out the cow, just filtered, not all boiled and what. Thank you. What up, Rock Moss, brother? Right. Go ahead, my friend. Somebody remind me to get beer. I don't drink, but my neighbors do, my folks do, so I have people over, and I'm supposed to pick up beer, so I gotta remember that. Somebody remind me. Do you see any differences in what? In life? Oh, I love it. Yeah, yes, it's huge. It doesn't make your guts feel all whacked out. It doesn't make you feel bloated. If you're lactose intolerant, you can drink milk that's typically, because when they screw with the milk, when they heat it up too hot, they kill things in it that makes you be able to digest milk. It's called lactase. So people get lactose intolerant because they boil the lactase out of the milk. So yeah, unpasteurized milk is good. Yeah, absolutely. Your name, Rock Moss. Gas is $2.69 a gallon down here, about 5 miles from my house. It's like $2.30 up by my house, $2.72 across the street. This is the interesting thing about like propaganda when they tell you, oh my God, gas is $2.79 a gallon. What is Trump doing? Blah, 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 blah. $2.79 a gallon, but across the street it's $2.59. You know, it's like, it depends where they want to get their information from. So this is the big thing about freaking liars. This is why I hate liars. Because they could tell a different story. The story that they tell is to upset people and keep people anxious. Like, the world's gonna burn. The world's not gonna burn. The world will adapt. They thought the world was gonna burn. They thought the atmosphere was gonna burn when the atomic bombs were let off. When they tested the first one, they said there's a chance that it might ignite the whole atmosphere and burn the earth and everybody dies. They were like, test it anyway. And remember, this was secret. Our government didn't even let us know about this, and they could have killed everybody on the planet. So if they say like things like climate change is going to kill the planet, if it was actually going to, they wouldn't even let us know. They would just do things they would just do it. Do what's needed to be done to prevent it from happening. Yeah, so it's a bunch of crap. If it was really important, they wouldn't trust us with it. All right. 4:35 in California. Jeez. You guys, listen, and you guys have refineries in your state. You guys get gas that's made in your own state, and they are robbing you. That's absolute insanity. Yeah. And I think this is why they don't want Republicans and Democrats to be friends. Imagine if you were a Democrat living in California and you called your Republican buddy in some Republican state and be like, yeah, gas here's $4.35. And they're like, it's $2.39 here. What do you mean? How is that? I thought the federal government. No, it's your freaking state government raising all your prices on you. And they just blame other people so you don't look at them. They're like, oh, well, it's got to be Biden or Trump or somebody doing it. Oh, I just missed my turn. They don't have this place. You'll see. I'm going to pull over here. I'll switch the camera out so you can see how cool this place is. It's just in the middle of nowhere. I mean, in the middle of like the busy area, and then you turn in, and it's like a freaking farm. And we got like, wait till you see this store. It's absolutely awesome. It's absolutely awesome. It's like it's hand built. It's not like a. Yeah, you'll see in a second. Hold on. All right, wait a second. Here we go. Let me me stop here. Let me get safe so I can see the chat, and I'll change the camera. We'll catch up on the chat, and then I'll get driving again. All right. Okay, let's see. Oh God, there's a cemetery right here too. All right. Okay, let's see. All right, stop. All right, let's see. Okay. All right, California world is all about propaganda. That's exactly right. Don't forget about the beer. Thank you. 260 in Rhode Island. In Limpopo, I think it's 2235 rands. Dude, you got that voice. Dude, you got that voice. Damn. Gavin Newsom, yeah, he's crazy. He's crazy. And the thing is so many people, just because he's got a D next to his name, that people like him just because he's a Democrat, but he's not an actual Democrat. He's a mobster that doesn't care about any of you. And because Democrats are in California, they'll vote for him just because he has a D next to his name. That's no better than voting for people just because of their color of their skin. People don't realize that if you're all Democrat or all Republican, it's about the same bias as being all black or all white. Yeah, it's crazy. And they're like, if you guys are going to convince, I raised it last year and I told you I wouldn't raise it next year, and I did, and you didn't believe me. And I did, and you didn't. And it keeps going over and over again. Voters are very important. Absolutely. Yes, right. And this is why liars need to be called out. Okay, here we go. All right. All right. All right, we'll get back out here on the main road. All right. Let's see here. All right, you're turning in. Let's go. Okay. And then you just have like all the stores and stuff, and then there's just a mailbox over here, and then all of a sudden you'll see when we turn in just a second. All right. We'll take it here. We'll take it right now. We'll wait. Oh, we'll wait. Let's turn off that. We'll take it after this red car here. Yeah, and people keep voting for him just because he says he's a Democrat, but what does he do? And then look, and then you go back here, and then all of a sudden it's just farmland, and it's like nothing like the city. It's just like that. And look at this building. Like there's the people's house in the same land. They live here, and they've got their greenhouses and this little shop right here. This is where we're going. I'm not gonna take you guys in with me. But I'll let you watch from here, and so think about this. You buy your land with your house on it, and then you go to work. You drive for an hour to go to work and an hour home, and your car doesn't do anything the rest of the time. You're just burning money on it. So they put their shop on the same land as their house, so they have their job, their company, their business, everything's in the same spot. Okay. All right, let's see. So, don't forget the beer. All right, Magic Mama, there should have been an email. This should have been an email? An email to what? Yeah. There's nobody even in there. There's nobody in there. It's empty. There's nobody in there. You go in, you grab what you want, you go up to the computer, you hit a gallon of milk, credit card, tap, and you're gone. That's it. There's nobody in there. And this is the difference in a Democrat and Republican area. Like nothing's chained down. There's not even a person in there. They just trust you to not steal from them. It's absolutely crazy. But because people never get out and travel, they don't know. And I'm from Democrat Maryland. My mom's a Democrat. My dad's a Republican. And so I get to see both sides. So you also get to see how people can talk to each other like human beings without being like, oh my God, you want to kill them. Yeah, no, people can talk things through. And they've done it for 56 years now. Yeah, it's genius, right? So they don't steal stuff. That's just the way, they don't do it. The people that know this place exists, because there's no sign on the street or anything, right? Yeah, so there's no sign on the street. And like I said, there's another guy going in there now, and there's nobody in there. It's completely empty, and like people could do it, but the police here actually arrest you if you steal, and the churches help the homeless. So when you see on TV, I'm gonna steal if they don't give me, no, you go to a church or a Salvation Army to get food. You don't have to go to the grocery store to get food. There's lots of places. Think about the billions of dollars that are given out for for homeless people. A lot of that money doesn't go to companies that just steal it. A lot of it does, but some churches and homeless centers and stuff will feed these people. They just steal because they want to steal. They don't have to steal. Yeah, because you can get it for free, but people like it. Some people are addicted to it. Listen, most people that get arrested for shoplifting have the money on them to buy what they need. They just don't want to. You're my favorite trans YouTuber. Thank you, Bob Sewell. Demographic master too. Someone has to say, yeah, right. Matter. Right. Matter. Yeah. No, I'm not homeless. I guess you never see my streams before. No, I got a pretty nice home studio and everything. I got it for real cheap. I didn't buy it in a crazy city that cost freaking. Yeah, my mortgage is less than most people's rents. Like if you go to Atlanta or New York or LA, rent's like $2,000, $2,500 for like a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom apartment. I got a big ass house for $200,000, and that's only like $900 a month. What up, Matthew? All right, let's get some beer. All right, don't forget the beer. Thank you, Rock Moss, brother. All right, let's see. Yeah, so life's not the internet, Life's not the internet. It's not everybody freaking out. Just the people that are freaking out post about it. Hoping most people use the internet like the lotto. Every time they post a short or a TikTok, they're hoping it goes viral. They hope they hit the lottery, but they're not doing anything to try except for being like, let me film my crimes. And then when they get caught, they say, well, I was hungry. No, they're just excuses. If you're hungry once, you can go to a church or a food bank and sign up once, and you'll get food for the rest of your life. So they don't have to go in and steal. And remember, when these people go in and steal, they're usually filming it on $1,000 iPhone or something. So yeah, everything you see on the internet is bullshit. Yeah, it's life is not the internet. And the problem is humans don't start traveling out of their own town until they're adults. So as kids, they believe that the outside world is what the internet says that it is. It's a problem. Yeah, because then they're like, oh, I'm in some town in frickin' Chicago, or I'm in some town in Ohio, and I've got to protest something going on in Chicago, and the only time they've ever been to Chicago is through the internet. You know, they only see the bad stuff, the poor, because that stuff gets the clicks and the views. You don't want to see, oh, no, nothing's happened in this town, Alabama. People are just fishing and loving life and enjoying. You don't see that on the internet. The news doesn't say, oh God, no robberies happened in this town today. No, a couple of people got married. They don't promote that stuff. They just promote the negative over and over and over again. And I used to do it. I used to do that. I worked for the movie industry, and we used to make crap. That's why movies suck now. They just want you to believe that there's haves and have-nots, rather than the people that want your vote lie to you and show you the worst of the world in order to get it, to say we can fix this by just letting everybody know and calling people racist and whatnot. Well, there you go. That's your problem. You're an idiot. Yeah, like if you had a Democrat and a Republican that had your worldview, you could vote for a Democrat governor and a Republican mayor, or vice versa, if they said they're going to do, because it doesn't matter. They just, whatever letter they choose is for how they think they can win in each area. The only time it really comes into play is the presidency. But for mayors and stuff like that, none of that matters. If people have been voting Democrat for 50 years and somebody says, I want to run for office, they're going to run as a Democrat if they want to win, because people are programmed to hit Democrat, and the same in the Republicans. Yeah, and then if you make a big difference in your state, and then you can say, look, I can do that to help the whole country, so I'll run for president. But then you have people like Gavin Newsom that's completely trashed his country, and he wants to run for president. And the Democrats and the Republicans are saying, no, dude, you didn't do anything worth expanding. Like there's a little petri dish. It's a little science experiment. And they're like, hey, let's change the taxes like this. Let's treat the people like this. If they accept it, we get millions of dollars from it. Then we can go to the presidency. And if we do that, we go to the whole United States and get billions of dollars from it. That's crazy. And then you have people like in cities, if they need a babysitter, but they're Democrats and their babies and their neighbors are Republican, they won't even ask their neighbors because they're Republican. They don't, but they'll just leave their kids alone and risk it. But in my community, that we have Republicans and Democrats, liberals and conservatives, and they argue, but they don't say you're a complete crap hole because blah blah blah. They're like, you're so stupid, you voted for Biden, he was a walking zombie, and then the liberals say, well, you're an idiot, you voted for the orange man, blah, blah, blah. And then they say, but hey, you think you can help me put up a fence tomorrow? My daughter needs a ride to gymnastics tomorrow morning. Are you doing anything? Like, that's how real life goes. People with real lives to deal with, real issues, they don't dismiss people because of the color of their skin or the color of their political community. Like if it's blue or red, it doesn't work like that. But those people will never be competition. You don't got to worry about the losers ever competing with you. If you can convince everybody that everything's an emotional argument, they will never get to the point to be able to compete with you and your Republican and Democrat buddies, so that you can continue to work together to rule how you want to rule and make money how you want to make money. It's silly, and I think everybody's figuring that out now. Because the kids that were tricked into this all Republican or all Democrat crap are now out of high school and having jobs, and now they're working with people on both sides, and then they're like, oh, okay, that was just a bunch of crap. I didn't know anything about the world except for what the internet told me. Anyway, all right, that's big. All right, it's still cold. What is it? Now it's 49 degrees. All right, we'll grab a cart and play Shopping Cart Simulator 2.0. All right, well, I'll get to the chat in just a second, folks. Give me a second. Can't be reading it, chat, driving. I'm finishing up a chat bot that will read the chat to me through my headphones on my earbuds, Chamalamas. So there you go. Go ahead, lady. All right, and all right, watch where you're going, lady. Watch where you're going, dude. Yeah, over here. That's the radar telling me I'm close to the car in front of me. All right, let's see. All right, let's finish up here. Let's see what I miss. Buy you one too. I fail mostly. Tush, hey, you know, that's what we do. We fail here. You fail. Failure's the dotted line to success. You pay less a month for your house than I do for a tiny. Right. This is my point. But the people that have nothing to argue about aren't on the internet saying, oh, well, I only pay $800 a month. Because it's only the people that have an argument. People that are happy in life don't go on the internet to complain, right? I don't fail because I failed. You failed at failing. There's an easier way to get a job, bro. Even a monkey can make enough money in the U.S. Yeah, yes, right, exactly. They do. Yes, listen, most of the homeless have addiction issues. Most, like 95%. Some people go through divorce and stuff like that and then get screwed or they don't handle the money correctly after divorce. Yes, they like being homeless. A lot of people do. A lot of people. Listen, when you try to build wealth and a lot of your money, 30% or more goes to the government and doesn't help you at all, and you still see homelessness and stuff around, people are like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to live on the streets and just beg. And a lot of them make like $100 an hour, dude. When I lived in Baltimore, the Baltimore City paper did a questionnaire. They went around and talked to the homeless people that held up signs and just hung out with them for an hour. And the average amount of stuff they got was $100. So some of them got a lot more. Some of them got a lot less. Sometimes a drug dealer would drive by and have $300 in their hands and be like, here you go, because that drug dealer knows he's going to make $3,000 more that week or whatever. So it's like, and a lot of times the guy who's begging for money knows the drug dealer and the money just keeps circulating. Rich is an influencer for him, driving a car and talking. Just wear a Trump shirt already. All right. Reps and Dems don't want to compete really. Republicans, Democrats don't want to compete really. It helps. Listen, the thing is, they're not different. Like you can look up right now, Republicans running as Democrats and fake Democrat running as Republican. And they'll tell you, I'm a Democrat, but I'm running as a Republican because I can't win as a Democrat in this area. So it doesn't matter. They're just lying because they know that people are programmed to red no matter what and vote blue no matter who. And in those areas, that's what they're doing. And so it doesn't matter. You have Democrats they call them rhinos, Republican in name only, and dinos, Democrats in name only. Yeah, there's a whole thing, but nobody talks about that stuff. We need homeless so I can get my stuff for cheap. The Trumpenstein files, ain't that right? Trumpstein. Yeah, looks like he caused it, huh? Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. Somebody got me the other day. They said, it was a couple weeks ago. They said, what file proves that Trump's guilty? And I'm like, good question. Oh, burned. I had to finally admit that Trump's the one that called the cops on him. That's kind of embarrassing though, because I thought all the crap was true in the news. Trump's in the files. But yes, he is. He sure is. He's in the files because he called the cops on the guy. But yeah, it's crazy. All right, let's go. Shopping cart simulator. We got a card. All right, let's see. What up, KB, brother? All right, let's see. And if you need propane for your propane grill, you just go into one of these, take your old tank, put it in there, and grab a new tank. This is what you call a high trust society. All right, this might be loud. We'll see. Shopping. We're getting some beer. Are you good? I'm good. Soldier boy. Beer. Yeah, getting some beer for a party today. The files that are not released yet will put Trump in jail. That's what we hear all the time, Angel. That's what we hear all the time. Except they would have already been put out. Nah, it's come out that he went to the police. Right. Right, but no, but yeah, I completely flipped. It made me embarrassed me because I was one of the anti-Trumpers, and now I'm a pro-Trumper. Sucks. Most stores don't let you bring the tanks inside. Right, but some of them down here, you just scan your credit card outside. You don't even have to go inside, and you could pull 12 of them out if you wanted to. Where's the dog? Which one? What's up, IRAP? Hold on, let's see. Am I missing beer? Sorry, I'm still learning how to drive. I apologize. Fruit juice, ice cream. A lot of ice cream. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's see. Where's the beer? Okay, I'm way off. Sorry, thank you. Okay, there we go. Now we found the beer. Alright. The dog. Enjoy the party. Well, yeah, that gets okay. We got one. And it's weird. They used to sell beer when I used to drink. They used to sell beer in 24 packs, cases, 4 6-packs. Now they sell them in 20 packs for $20, $1 a beer. There you go. Hold on, guys. 1 second. How you doing? Good. Good. Oh, there you go. All right, there you go. No, thank you. Thanks, you too. Thank you very much. Probably a Democrat. He didn't mean it. What's going on? It's not my car. This is my car. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see. Start car. Oh, sorry, I was such an idiot. It's gonna be a raccoon soup at the party. No raccoon soup. Gets real, but no, it's not. I don't drink. It's for my mom, my dad, and my neighbors drink. I don't even. If I drink liquor. I don't. I feel like Elvis. All shook up. Ooh, ooh, baby. I'm all shook up. Ooh, ooh, baby. Okay, let's see. Oops, where are we at? Sorry, give me a second. working on it. All right. I got the beer. Thank you. Yeah. I have, like, since I left the movie industry, I made a time budget. What I do throughout the day, like if I've got a half hour, an hour available, I call my neighbors. I put out a text. I say, if you need anything done, let me know. Or I stream. So, like, my days start pretty early. So and being old, if I drink 3 beers, I'm hungover for like 24 hours. And so and my brain gets slow, and I'm like, so yeah, I don't even play with it. And so when in the movie industry, you got to wake up at like 4:30 in the morning. So if you're drinking, at night, you can't get up. I got gas. I got half a tank. Oh no, I didn't need it. I was just talking about it, just showing about the gas. He's not old enough for Elvis. He just looks that way. Elvis died the year I was born, 1977. I think the day before. I think he died January 9th, and I was born January 10th. So maybe his spirit left his body entered mine. What's up, Hippocrates? Let's see. Yeah. I think it's interesting, like, people that live in very low trust areas of the world, of the United States, where everything's locked up, and then showing them that not everything's like that. Even in Georgia, just south of Atlanta. In Atlanta, everything's locked up, but it's not everywhere. And a lot of kids, that's all they see. They see the internet. And they see everybody steals everything. No. And if you don't have it, you just go to a church. If you say, hey, my electricity got cut off, and they're like, here, take a tank of gas. Here's a whole bunch of firewood. What do you need? You need food. And people don't realize that, because they want the separation of church and state. They don't even want people to consider churches as being an option. This is how you know they really do not care. Because if they would say, like, instead you hear people saying, oh, they're going to go steal if they're hungry. They didn't say, well, maybe they should go to the local churches, because they don't want you looking to churches for help. Because then people will start believing, well, maybe these people are good. Yeah, what is it these people believe? Why are they willing to give us stuff for free? It's always got to be no, steal from the man. It's not true. Yeah, I'm not worried, and I think that's one of the great things. I'm not worried about going homeless. I mean, or hungry, because I know churches and Salvation Armies and whatnot where to get food if that were to happen, and shelter. Yeah, it's crazy. It's what we call whack-a-doodle. Oh, look at that Audi, man. TT. All right, we're gonna make it. We're gonna jump in right here. We did it. All right. I'll get back to the chat in just a second. Let me get stopped. Remember, you can't stream dead. Just a baby still. And what up, Puro? What up, doctor? Do you really want church thoughts? No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about to help people that need help. Homeless, starving people. But they tell people, they don't even bring it up in the news. Like, hey, if you're hearing this and you're hungry, walk into churches, mosques, freaking temples, whatever, and ask. Like, but it's not even brought up as an option. If they really wanted to make sure that you didn't, like, if they say, hey, we're cutting off food stamps, but here's some options. The only option is screw Trump, screw Biden, screw Kamala, but instead of saying look for your communities for help. That's my point. What up, Gawk Toog? Right, go to the church and steal the silver. Legend. What up, Envira, bro? Yeah, it's very easy. Once you realize that, like, what people's motives are, they're like, well, hey, what are all the options? And this is why they don't put two people against each other on the news at the same time. They don't put competitors. They only hype up whoever's their candidate and say, oh, that's so brilliant. Instead of their competitor saying, well, what happens if they can't get food? What happens if they get shot stealing? What happens if they get arrested stealing? Well, then we got to change the laws. No. Well, what about saying make it so they don't have to steal? What happens if we say, hey, check out all of these other options. Find every religious area of every type of religion, every type of everything. Satan's churches, Christian churches, Muslims, mosques, everything. And go ask them. Yeah, they don't even offer it as an option because they do not care. If you starve to death, they'll just put you on the news and say, see what happened because of the Democrats? See what happened because of the Republicans? No, it happened because of you. Yeah, it's crazy. There we go. Things aren't as complicated as the people that want you to trust them make it out to be. They don't say ask your neighbors, they say go steal it. Because they want people to go into the prison system. They want to be able to just drain them, so they're never competition for those up and top. It's going to get a little freaky for a second while it switches over to the Wi-Fi. Wait a second. But offloading the problems of government onto religious entities is a solution. No. I agree, doctor. But they don't even tell you that it's an option. If you're starving to death on the streets, they didn't even let you know that that's an option. This is my point. They would give you every option. Like, look, we don't want you to die. Here's every option, and they don't even do that. They say, wait till midterms and vote this way. And the problem is you'd be dead by then, or you're gonna, so that's what I'm talking about. I had to go get some graham crackers, some milk, and some beer. Yeah, this was my point, doctor. Is saying that, like, look, we understand there's people suffering out there. Just make sure you get food. Go to this here. Go to Robert. Let's drive to New York. But my point is, if they cared, they would let people know. Like, hey, instead of saying, oh, I understand they're going to steal because they're hungry. Well, but they should only do that if they've exhausted these other options. And the thing is, because they could go sign up, but then less people would be on the internet saying, my family are hungry because of the president. Right, okay, right, all right. Well, what did your governor or mayor do to help you not be hungry? Yeah, that's crazy. All right, I'm going to go. I'm going to unload everything here. I'll switch back over to the Wi-Fi. I'm going to eat something real quick, and then we'll start back up from the studio. I love you all. I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Appreciate y'all being here. Thank you very much. Hit like on the way out if you forgot. All right, bye-bye.